Hello everybody, how's it going? We're talking about fragrances for people that love to play sports, athletes, or just for people that love to do it leisurely. All right, so we're gonna start with Elysium. And by the way, this list, unisex, masculine, and feminine. This will cover everybody. But Elysium by Roger Parfums is a fresh pineapple lemon cocktail sort of fragrance that smells amazing the more your body starts to heat up. And the thing is, that's actually going to be a very common thing with all the fragrances I'm going to mention. Yes, they smell amazing on their own when you're just kind of lounging around, but the second you get active, they smell even better. So everything on this list are fresh and clean fragrances, because putting a sweet scent when you're getting sweaty, recipe for disaster. But this thing right here, the smell of it is divine. And luckily for me, I get amazing performance with this. Most people do not get great performance with this fragrance, according to the people that are subscribed to me. Like, everyone just complains about longevity, but on me, and even when my girlfriend wore it, it lasted over 7 hours on our skin, no problem. So for me, I really do love Elysium. It projects really nicely, and when the sun is beating down on you and you're just, I don't know, you're playing basketball, football, whatever sport you play, tennis, it's gonna smell really, really good. Next is a fragrance I don't have in my current collection, but it's Sedley from Parfums de Marly. And Sedley, the bottle pretty much looks like this, like all of their offerings for the most part, or the more masculine ones. And Sedley is kind of like a transparent blue bottle where you could see the liquid. And by the way, I would say that Sedley is a very unisex fragrance because it reminds me of Oceania, which is marketed as unisex. So anybody can wear both the fragrances I've just mentioned. With Elysium, I believe it's marketed as a masculine scent, but that fragrance, like my girlfriend, she's very feminine and she loves wearing this. She honestly likes it more on herself than on me. So the first two that I'm throwing out to you, just try it on your own skin and see how you like it. But with Sedley, it's kind of like this luxurious Sprite type of smell. You know what I mean? It's very unique. It's very spritzy and bright, and does get some pretty good attention. I remember the first time that I wore it, I really did like it, but the first thing that came to my mind, of course, was Oceania. And it was just a really enjoyable fragrance to have in my scent bubble. Now, apparently, the performance of Sedley is a lot better than it was when I tried it. So, of course, test it on your own skin at Nordstrom. I think they have it at Bloomingdale's. And at Neiman Marcus as well, and then just see how the longevity is for you. And I would love to retest that fragrance. Now, every single thing that I'm listing in this video is gonna be in the description along with their discount site links, okay? So you can check that out whenever you want. Number 3, and this is not in any particular order, but Molecule 01 by Eccentric Molecules. I wore this fragrance today when I was playing basketball and golf, and it smells so good. Like, especially when I was playing basketball, because, you know, it's more like I was more sweaty, right? And it was just like the sun was out and this fragrance was pushing. Like, it wasn't super obnoxious, but when I was kind of just, you know, like running around, catching whiffs of it, just radiating like this, radiating off of me, I was like, damn, that smells good. It was just this addictive, clean, slightly musk type of scent. And I was like, damn, that smells so fire. I really, really love Molecule 01. I think it's a fantastic signature scent because it smells different on everybody. Now, disclaimer, some people cannot smell this fragrance on themselves. Other people, they smell like shit when they wear it, and some smell amazing, all right? This, all it does is enhance your skin chemistry, plain and simple. So if this is smelling not good on you, it's not that the fragrance is bad. I'm just gonna leave it like that. But this I also applied after I showered, and I'm still smelling it right now, and it still smells really good. But still, I prefer it when I'm kind of running around doing whatever. But yeah, this is great if you play basketball, football, tennis, track, whatever the case is. It's really, really addictive. All right, number 4, I'm gonna grab also a unisex fragrance. I'm gonna grab Cedrat Bosé. Now, this one is marketed as unisex, but I think it goes more in the masculine direction. And this is a very fruity fragrance with insane performance. And I have not tried the intense version if anyone is gonna ask me about it. But yeah, it's a fruity fragrance with a woody base. It just smells This is a very, very likable scent, and it projects like crazy. The scent trail is amazing. This to me is a 10 out of 10 fragrance. Now, I got this bottle around like late 2020, actually no, 2021. I got this bottle last year. So people have told me about talk of reformulation, about weaker, batches of this fragrance. But I mean, I got this last year. It hasn't even been a year, I think, since I've had this. I think it actually has been a little bit over a year since I've had this fragrance. But I mean, this thing, I'm light on the sprays with this because I go nose blind to it and it gets a bit too intense for me. But again, I would recommend this for any outdoor sort of sport, because if you're in the gym constantly smelling this, like I'm just thinking like the basketball courts in the gym, and there's like not really a lot of air ventilating, it might kind of get a bit nauseating because of how strong it is. But if you're out in the open, like this, it smells good. It smells really, really, really good. All right, so Drop Rosé by Mancera. Now, another fragrance that I don't have in my collection, but I have to shout out, is Gin and Rose Water by Tokyo Milk. It's like a $30 fragrance. It's going to be the cheapest thing on this list. My girlfriend actually wears it, and it smells exactly like the name implies. Gin and rose water, a very fresh, very refreshing type of fragrance, and I just love it. It's very simple, very straight to the point, and for the price, I mean, it's hard to beat. The scent is great, the price is great, and for the most part with fresh fragrances, longevity is a bit of an issue, which is understandable, you know what I mean? You're not looking for a beast performer by any means, but with that, just spray more of it, you'll be solid. All right. Another, and by the way, that one is more feminine. The Gin and Rose Water is a more feminine fragrance, but it can easily be worn by anybody. Next, we've got another affordable scent called Legend Spirit by Mont Blanc. This is marketed as a masculine scent, and it's like a fresh deodorant smell. Very simple and to the point. This one I would recommend. I mean, I know this video is about playing sports, but even if you like just, I don't know, like doing weights in the gym, this is going to smell good. It just smells really clean, really inoffensive. Longevity is around 4 to 5 hours. So, take that as you will. But, most people aren't playing their sport for like 8 hours straight, 6 hours straight. You know what I mean? Usually like less than 4 hours, like nonstop is kind of the average. Well, depending on what your sport is, of course. But yeah, this will stay on you and it smells really good. I remember I went even just walking with this fragrance, like I was walking outside and I got compliments on it. So this thing is just, it smells really, really nice. All right. Now we got another feminine scent that I love. Love, love, love. Another one. I was going to say something else. My mouth was moving and my head was thinking of something else, but Acqua di Gioia is a lemon mint fragrance with really good projection. The longevity about 6 hours, but this is definitely something noticeable. Now, with this fragrance, I would recommend wearing it if you're playing an outdoor sport. This is a more feminine scent. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but this thing just goes. You know what? Even if you're a swimmer, right? I think that this is going to smell amazing on you. There's something about wearing this even at the beach. I think even to a pool, that is just so refreshing, and it's such a nice fragrance. I really, really love it. Give it a smell at Sephora. Hopefully, I think Sephora has it, Sephora and Ulta. But yeah, Acqua di Gioia, solid, especially in the high heat. Damn. All right. Now, another feminine scent that, you know what? This is a unisex fragrance disguised as a feminine scent. This is light blue intense for women. But honestly, I always recommend the women's light blue intense over all the light blues. And yes, that means on the most masculine men ever. Even if you're super masculine, super feminine, light blue intense women, way better than the men's. The men's is just this very type of like generic shower gel sort of smell that you get with a lot of the Ralph Laurens. And it's not really sexy. It's just shower jelly, right? But this has an added it factor that is very seductive. Every single time I've worn this, people have loved it, right? But on top of that, I remember I went to the beach. I was swimming with this fragrance actually. And when I came out of the water, I got a compliment on this one. They're just like, oh, that smells so good, right? So there's something just so cool about this fragrance. It's a lemon apple musk. sort of scent. But shit, no matter what you're doing, even like if your sport is indoor, if it's outdoor, I think it smells great. Like this, when your body's heating up, you know what I mean? When you're getting a little bit sweaty, it just activates it even more. So Light Blue Intense by Dolce & Gabbana is an absolute win. This is probably the safest blind buy that I can think of on this list, because you already get great performance with this. On my skin, 8 hours, no problem. And especially if I'm being active, if I'm playing basketball, doing whatever, this is definitely gonna push. It's gonna last even longer than that. So Light Blue Intense literally has a place in my heart. All right, now the last one I'm gonna mention is Versace Pour Homme. Now I think that that's also like $50, $60, something like that. A pretty affordable price for, you know, a designer scent, but still not as affordable as the Mont Blancs and the gin and rose water. But to me, Versace Pour Homme is not my favorite fragrance. In fact, I do find it forgettable, but when you're playing sports in it, when you're working out in it, it's solid. It gets the job done. If you're somebody that cares about brand name, or if you want to gift it to your friend that loves working out, that loves, like that's an athlete or something like that, they will enjoy it. It's just very easy to like. It is something that if you give it to someone that is not into fragrances, they're going to love it. They're going to absolutely love it. And even though it says Versace Pour Homme, implying that it's a masculine fragrance, it is very unisex. So ladies, if you get your nose on it and you like it for you, rock the shit out of it, all right? Again, all the names of the fragrances and the discount sites and the discount site links are in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.